together my day in the life from Allie Edwards. She started that project, and I'm using her physical kit to put it together. And I absolutely love the physical kit with the chipboard and these little circles and all the fun journaling cards and these. Edwards had a 3x8 kit, but I decided not to get that 3x8 kit because I am eventually hoping to take all my day in the lives. I have bits and pieces here and there for many, many years, and I'm hoping to put them into one 6x8. So I am going to get started on this little spread. It came out to a few more pages than I actually wanted, but that's okay. And then I also, once again, used transparency. I'm just gonna take this, cut it out, and then put it on top of the journaling card and then go from there. So let's get started. So now I have the transparencies all put together and onto the cards that they correspond with. I am excited for how they turned out. I really like it. And now I'm going to adhere them, and I'm going to try some red line tape and see if that works. If not, then I'll try double-sided tape. And I'm not going to use glue because if you put it down, it smushes and goes everywhere. No, do not use red line tape. It does not work. Double-sided tape is the best way to go. And I use that, and I'll put a link in the description, and see, you can barely tell that it's there. And the most important thing is the stories, which I love. There's a lot here. So I'm excited. I decided to show you that I am putting these into the pocket. Since this is a process video of putting the entire spread together, I wanted to show you that I put them in the pockets and they turned out great. And my next step after the pockets was to start on the date. And I used the 3x8 Day in the Life pink card, and then I used a roller stamp, and I covered up with some paper part of the little word phrase, so that way you'd only see the date. So that's what I put at the bottom to use to stamp. Now after the date stamp, I'm going to use this stamp to stamp some of the times onto the cards. So that's my next step. And I'm going to start with this morning photo, and I'm going to put the time on that. And if you saw my Instagram stories, it was absolutely hilarious trying to figure out that the 6 is actually also a 9. I felt like a total dork, but it was hilarious to hear everyone's responses to that message. And I also add in a few phrase stickers right there to finish off that little section. Now I'm going to move on to stamping another time. I love this stamp set. It's very versatile, and I can see myself using it again and again. The font is big. I like the bigger font, and it's just going to help out on so many projects. And what I decided to do was to stamp it on a separate piece of paper, and then I would just cut out the time strips and glue them on top of the photos. And there you can see I just figured out that the 6 is also a 9. Scrapping with kids around you, I'm telling you, it makes it a little harder to focus. So now I can do the 908. That's why 908 comes in the third slot, because I just figured it out. So I'm stamping all of those, and I think that this is my last one, and then I'm going to cut them all out and put them on top of my photos. Nope, one more. 9:47 p.m. And I didn't like that one because the M got a little smushed. So now I'm just going to redo that one. Now I have the times. I'm going to go back to this 3x8 card and finish it up by adding in the time for the morning plus a little sticker from the kit, and then that one will be done. Actually done. I have to cut out the different times, and I'm going to do that right now, and then that way I can stick them to the photos. I wish I had taken more afternoon photos, but I was just enjoying my me time so much that's why there is such a big gap in between the times. There's only a few times. Like this one I think is 2:37 or something like that. Just having way too much fun. That's why I included that hanging out with myself card. I've always wanted to use that. So true. And then now I'm going to put the photo, or put the time for the photo right here in the middle. And then I'm going to use this card to check off what I felt about the day, which was a pretty good day overall. I love that card. It's one of the reasons I had to get the digital kit, is so that way I could keep using this card, because it's awesome. So I'm going to put the card back in there, and that page is pretty much done. And then now I am moving on to the next page, which is heading towards the afternoon or the evening. And I want to include this fork utensil piece, but I can't figure out where I'm going to put it. I'm not sure. And I don't mind covering up negative space of my photo. I just have to figure out where. Sorry, I got the camera a little off center, so you can't see exactly what I'm doing, but I'm making a 4x6 card, and I decide to put the fork at the bottom left of my photo, and then that way I could put some journaling next to it, and I could switch the spot for my daughter taking a bath and my husband cooking. I'll switch those, and then it just worked better in the long run to have those photos switched. She's all cuddled up after a bath. She's like, "Mommy, take my picture, take my picture." She loves to get all wrapped up. And then I'm using these phrase stickers. I'm going to put, I don't remember which one I put, but I love those phrase stickers. Just one little phrase sticker, and that is good enough. And then I can move on to the back, which is my book club meeting. And this is probably, I don't know, there's a good tie between the page of my husband and I and this one being my favorite. I absolutely love the photo that the waitress captured of my friends and I. And I have to go back to that page because I need to grab a digital brush. So I'm going to skip ahead and go back to the book club one, because I'm excited to use this brush. I wanted to use it, but I haven't had a chance to use it. So I'm going to work on this one. And even though it was kind of the mirror was dirty, but I just had to keep the photo, include it. When I saw Allie Edwards take a photo with her and her husband, I wanted to try it, but it didn't work exactly how she did hers. So I did my own, and they're now some of my favorite photos. This one is now a new favorite. And I just decided to stack some embellishments in the bottom right corner, some negative space, a chipboard, and some phrase stickers, and pretty much that wraps up that page. I just love how I split the photo into the four different pockets. Now I'm going to cut up the time, because this photo was taken after I'd gotten back from book club. So I took this photo and I made it long and split it in between two pockets. I am so excited to finally use this brush that Allie Edwards had for free in the December Daily project when she had book club. So I took that and I took a screenshot of the kit so that way I could match the colors, and I will leave a link to my screenshot, how to use screenshot video at the bottom of the description. But I used that screenshot of the digital kit to get the same color and to change the brush so it would match. And I just love how this little journaling card came together. I used that free digital brush, one little sticker, and a word sticker, and the date stamp, and I'm done. That's it. I'm so happy to have this project completed. And I have a 3x8, the back, and then two 3x4 pocket, and the back of it, and then the picture of me hanging out in my scrapbook area. Glad I got to finally use that card. And then on the back is picking up my kiddos and using that awesome today checklist, which I love, part of the reason I got the digital kit. And then the gratitudes and the evening page, and on the back is the book club, and then my husband and I a picture of him and I, and then another one of us on the back split into 4 pockets. And that's it. I'm so happy with the way this came out. Thanks so much for watching. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thanks so much. Bye.